Without a doubt, Ollie Watkins is currently one of the best strikers in the English Premier League and the world at large. He'll be eyeing up the Golden Boot this year after scoring 19 goals and assisting 12 goals too after just 33 games. These numbers are reminiscent of Luis Suarez's 2012-13 season after he scored 23 goals and assisted 10, also after the same number of games. Can you remember what Suarez went on to do the season after? Could Watkins do the same next year? Stick around to find out and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Watkins' goals have been varied and, surprisingly, they have all been from open play. Haaland and especially Palmer have relied on penalties to boost their numbers. We think Watkins deserves to win the Golden Boot this year due to the fact that his goals include no penalties, thanks to Douglas Luiz, just as Suarez's goals were without penalties in 2012-13, thanks to Stevie G, which makes both goal tallies even more impressive. I want to score in every game and I want to win it. I've got my eyes set on it, Watkins told Pro Soccer Talk when asked about the race for the Golden Boot. Now, as we said, after 33 games, Watkins has scored 19 and set up 12, and in 2012-13, Suarez scored 23 and assisted 10. However, Suarez only played 33 games in total back in 2012-13, as he missed the last few games after biting Branislav Ivanovic, which I'm sure you remember. Watkins will for sure get incredibly close, if not surpassing Luis Suarez's goal contribution tally from that year in the remaining 5 games, but it's only fair to note that Suarez did play 5 less games, even if ultimately it was his own fault. Now, while Suarez was for sure the more lethal goal scorer, Watkins' playmaking ability has been unreal this year too. Currently, in the 2023-24 season, no one has set up more goals than Watkins, and no one has been directly involved in more goals. Now, it's because of the likes of Haaland and Salah and Saka that he's gone under the radar. He's the first player to collect over 10 goals and over 10 assists for Aston Villa in a top-flight campaign since Dwight York way back in the 95-96 season. Watkins has also equalled the record for the most goals scored in a Premier League season in Villa's history with 19 goals. Quick ball knowledge quiz. Whose record did he tie with? Christian Benteke from 2012-2013. Now, Watkins also has a few games left, and we're sure he'll beat that record. Watkins' great form has made him one of the favourites to win the Player of the Season award. I think Ollie should win Player of the Season, said Emi Martinez. When you play for a big 6, you get more credit, but Ollie has scored so many goals with the chances he's got. But will he win it? Well, time will tell. Villa are currently enjoying a dream season, sitting 4th place in the Prem. This lofty position puts them in a strong position to qualify for the Champions League for the very first time in the club's history. This would of course be a monumental achievement, marking their best season in more than 20 years. The squad made Villa Park a fortress for a large part of the season and went 17 games unbeaten at home. And of course, a key contributor to this success story has been striker Ollie Watkins. His impressive goal-scoring form, currently placing him as the Premier League's 3rd top scorer, has been instrumental in propelling Villa towards this historic Champions League bid. We know that the man in question is one of the best strikers in Europe at the moment, but how did he get there? Oliver George Arthur Watkins was born December 30th, 1995. He started his football career at Exeter City's academy, which he joined at the under-11 level. He rose through the youth ranks of the team and had his first team breakthrough in the 2015-16 season. He established himself as a starter on the team in the 2016-17 season, where he had 52 appearances, scoring 16 goals and contributing 13 assists. He was later awarded the EFL Young Player of the Year award for his performances during the season. And what happened next? Well, on July 18th, 2017, Watkins joined Championship club Brentford on a 4-year contract with an option for a further year. He scored his first competitive goal for the club in their 3-1 EFL Cup first-round extra-time victory over AFC Wimbledon on August 8th, 2017. In 2019, Watkins signed a new 4-year contract with a 1-year extension option with the Bees. After an excellent 2019-20 campaign in which Watkins made 50 appearances and scored 26 goals in all competitions, he was signed by Aston Villa. Watkins joined Premier League club Aston Villa on September the 9th, 2020 on a 5-year contract for a then club record fee of £28 million, which could rise to £33 million with add-ons. In joining Villa, Watkins was reunited with manager Dean Smith, who had originally signed him for Brentford. Watkins proved to be worth his money in his very first season, with 14 goals and 5 assists at the end of 2020 to 2021. Watkins became Aston Villa's top scorer of that season. Watkins didn't perform quite as well in the next season, as during the 2021-22 season, he only scored 11 goals and assisted 2. Now, Watkins has been Villa's main source of goals since he arrived at the club in 2020 and bagged 15 goals during the club's run to a top 7 finish in the 2022-23 season, while making 6 assists. But he is now taking his game to new heights under Unai Emery. Unai Emery became Villa's manager in November of 2022. Now, Watkins arguably benefited the most from this transition. Watkins has been exceptional since Emery took over at Villa, with only Erling Haaland scoring more goals since then. Unai Emery made Watkins, and Ollie has said in return that Emery is very important to him, the top man, and to date he still believes in him. I think the best of him is coming, said Emery, after Watkins scored his 19th goal of the season against Arsenal. Ollie Watkins is a complete striker, just like Luis Suarez. He's strong in the air, holds the ball up well, and shows real intelligence in finding teammates when under pressure, while also being quick, tireless, and smart with his running. Watkins scored 3 goals and made 1 assist in the game against Brighton in September, and this match was his best match of the season, as he made 4 goal contributions. Watkins, though, was also instrumental in the win against Arsenal in April, scoring a key goal. Can you remember the last Aston Villa player that won the Golden Boot? Well, it might come as a shock, but no Aston Villa player has ever won the Golden Boot in the Premier League era. Currently, Watkins is very close to winning that trophy, with only a couple of matches to go. Can Watkins go the distance, win the Golden Boot, and become the first Villa player to reach these heights? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Even when he's not scoring, he's making runs with purpose into positive areas, affecting games with his movement, and also providing assists. He is arguably the most complete striker the Premier League has seen since Luis Suarez. As we've said, Luis Suarez was Liverpool's main man in the 2012-13 season, and his 30 goals in all competitions were 18 more than those of his nearest competitor in a Liverpool jersey, Daniel Sturridge, who had 12 goals. Suarez was on his way to winning the Golden Boot during the season, and he later finished runner-up, despite missing the last 4 games of the season through his 10-match ban. Like Suarez, Watkins is the main man of the Aston Villa team. Despite a still brilliant 2012-13 season, Luis Suarez wasn't able to clinch the Golden Boot, but he then embarked on one of the greatest individual campaigns in the history of the Premier League in the next season, 2013-14, where he scored 31 goals and gave 17 assists. Do we need to confirm that he won the Golden Boot and PFA Player of the Year award? No, I thought not. But just to be clear, he did. He won it. Now, regardless of how Watkins' season turns out, do you think he can build on an impressive season and produce a Suarez-like 13-14 season next year? For us, as stated by his coach Unai Emery, Watkins' best is yet to come. So we expect more of the best from him, maybe even at a different club, who knows? Where do you think he could end up? Or will he stay at Villa? Let us know in the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next video.